Hello guys, this is Amol Khedkar. Today I'll be talking about the article that you see on your screen, which is really interesting. This is from the San Francisco Chronicle, which says lives are in danger. Lawsuit argues San Francisco needs to clean up the tenderloin as coronavirus spreads. Okay, this is regarding homelessness problem in San Francisco. Okay, I have lived in this city. So before we get started, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel as I upload these kind of eye-opening and, to be honest, fascinating news that you will not find anywhere else on the internet. So please don't forget to subscribe and let's get started. So San Francisco. I have lived in this city. I have seen many different faces of this city. Okay, I have traveled in the trains. I have lived in Mountain View. I have lived in Sunnyvale in the valley of Silicon Valley. Okay, now you can see a Salvation Army's Croc Center director hands out lunches for homeless people. Okay, you can see the picture over here. So the homelessness problem in San Francisco is just astonishing. Okay, I have seen many people literally living in the tents in San Francisco. People who even work in the tech sector, right? Even they live in tents because the housing prices are just astonishing. Okay, San Francisco is one of the most expensive parts in America. There's no doubt about that. Okay, I'll just read a few things over here. Residents and business owners in San Francisco's reeling Tenderloin neighborhood, together with the UC Hastings School of Law, sued the city in federal court Monday, seeking to force it to clean the streets of crowded encampments and human litter, find housing for the homeless, and stop brazen open air drug dealing. What else to say now? This is happening in San Francisco, which is one of the most sought after cities in America. I'll just read it one more time for you to understand what is happening here. Okay, so major businesses and University of California Hastings School of Law, they have sued the San Francisco city on Monday in a federal court, seeking to force it to clean the streets of crowded encampments and human litter. Human litter is on the streets of San Francisco because there are so many homeless people that it's just astonishing that this has gone on for too long. And I've seen this firsthand. There are so many homeless people in San Francisco. There are so many homeless people in Los Angeles, Chicago, New York, and I've been seeing all these things for long time now. Okay, find housing for the homeless and stop brazen open air drug dealing. There is drug dealing happening with homeless people, open air, literally, like right in the open. I mean, to be honest with you, this is almost like like a third world country, right? This is almost like a country in Africa or in Latin America. But things are happening like this, and this is the place of the major tech giants. Okay, Apple is in Silicon Valley. What else? Facebook is in Silicon Valley. All the major tech companies are in this valley. Okay, in San Francisco's valley, which is the greater San Francisco area. Okay, which is not just astonishing but also just goes on to say the kind of wealth inequality in America is just staggering. I've been seeing this since many videos now. The gap between the haves and the have-nots is just astonishing in a country like America. Okay, America has literally become like an oligopoly. Okay, I've been saying this for a long time now. America is just a country where a few rich people run the entire country and the majority of the people have absolutely nothing. Okay, you can see it right here. People are literally homeless in the major tech center in America. The Silicon Valley of America literally has people who are homeless. They are building tents on the streets, and there is a human litter on the streets. People are literally defecating in the open. Okay, they are drug dealing in the open. Okay, what else do you want? And this is the city that is the so-called high-tech city. Okay, so I don't know what else to say. San Francisco should be prohibited from abandoning a single neighborhood in an apparent effort to spare other neighborhoods the burdens that confront the city, the lawsuit said. Okay, so as I said, the staggering wealth inequality is just insane in San Francisco. Okay, there are neighborhoods that are so wealthy, like all the wealthy people live there, and then there are neighborhoods like these where literally people are finding it hard to even make ends meet somehow. Okay, plaintiff Randy Hughes, this is the person who has filed the lawsuit, described steering his electric wheelchair from his home at the Cadillac Hotel on Ellis Street to work at a Goodwill store each morning, weaving around tents, needles, and piles of human feces on the sidewalks. Just imagine that this is in San Francisco. Okay, there are literally tents on the sidewalks. There are needles, the drug needles. Okay, on the sidewalk, and piles of human feces on the sidewalk. All these Western media literally, they try to blame India for not building toilets for its people, and there are human feces on the streets of San Francisco, which is one of the major centers, one of the major cities in all of America, and you want to blame India. I have made videos about these when where the Western media is just so much biased against India. Is just astonishing. And this is another example of that. Before blaming India, all of these Western media outlets should look into their own country. Okay, there are human feces on the roads in San Francisco. Okay, and this is an article from the San Francisco Chronicle. Okay, I am not saying any of this. You can look at this. This is a very important newspaper that publishes many different articles. Okay, so I have brought to you articles from the Los Angeles Times. Now this is from the San Francisco Chronicle. I also have a regular subscription of Chicago Tribune, New York Times. I cover all the articles from all these major newspapers. Okay, I would say it's 10 times worse than it was before. Okay, it is 10 times worse than it was before. He said in a video statement for a news conference announcing the suit. Okay, it is 10 times worse than it was before. This is the plaintiff saying, the person who has filed the lawsuit against the San Francisco city, that it needs to clean up all these things. Okay, 10 times worse than what it was before. So it was, even before, it was not any different. Okay, it was just a plain old kind of things even before, but now it is 10 times more worser. Okay, the plaintiffs are not seeking financial damages, but instead a set of far-reaching court orders requiring San Francisco to clear the sidewalks of the Tenderloin, a 50-block neighborhood with over 20,000 residents. You want to understand why I keep on saying that America is literally in a stage of never ending decline. Literally, it's like in a spiral of decline. Just look at this one paragraph. Okay, the plaintiff is not seeking financial damages, but instead a set of far-reaching court orders requiring San Francisco to clear the sidewalks of the Tenderloin, a 50-block neighborhood. A 50-block neighborhood. If you know what a block is, okay, a block is a very big part in America. Okay, with over 20,000 residents. There are 20,000 people in San Francisco that are homeless, that are literally, building tents on the road and trying to live on the road. And, this is what San Francisco has become. This is what America has become. And this is the tech center of the entire world. The biggest tech companies in the entire world have their headquarters in this area, and there are 20,000 people that are literally lining up on the streets, that are defecating in the open, that are literally having drug needles scattered around on the road. This is what you expect from a tech city. Okay, the biggest tech city in the entire world. The city should make any spare hotel rooms available to the homeless, find safer areas for campsites, provide clean drinking water and latrines. Provide clean drinking water and latrines. People don't have access to clean drinking water in America. Okay, this is the richest country in the entire world. This is the land of the free, home of the brave, where people don't have access to clean drinking water. Okay, and latrines. People don't have access to latrines. What else to say now? I still pity the people who want to go to America after seeing all of these things. If they think that they are going to build up a good life in America, then I just blame them. I don't blame the people in America. I blame the people who want to come to America, because if they are seeing that they don't have, people in America right now don't have clean water, they don't have latrines. Okay, and there are so many homeless people, 20,000 homeless people in the city of San Francisco. Okay, provide immediate and effective enforcement against drug dealers. There are drug dealing happening in the tech city, on the streets. Okay, and test residents for COVID-19, said UC Hastings Dean David Feigman. Number of tents and other sidewalk shelters in the Tenderloin rose from 173 on March 13 to 391 on May 2, according to the survey by a non-profit group. Okay, it literally tripled. Okay, from March to May. Okay, understand this. While Police Chief Bill Scott spoke of a citywide drop in crime last week, lawyers in the case said violent crimes in the Tenderloin were up 24% over the last year, compared with 4% citywide. Okay, so even the crimes are more. Okay, what else do you want? If you want to go to America to set up a life, just this is a very important thing. Okay, crimes are up by 24% in America, or in a city which is the San Francisco city. Okay, and like this is the condition of all the major cities in America. Even I've lived in Los Angeles, I've lived in San Francisco, I've lived in New York, I've lived in Chicago, I've lived in Indianapolis. Okay, I've lived in 5 major cities in America, and all of them are just in a very very disrepair sort of thing. They are literally just spiraling to the the spiraling out of control. Okay, that's just what I've seen. Fallon Victoria, manager of Pier Hotel, a single room occupancy establishment on Jones Street, and the plaintiff in the suit, said she often sees police simply look away when the people on the streets and sidewalks of Rendlesham commit crimes. Police just simply look away. Come on. As I've said, there is a huge amount of police corruption. There is a huge amount of cop corruption in America. This is not the first time. Police corruption in America is a very, 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 very big deal. Okay, just understand this. Police simply look away when people on the streets and sidewalks of the Tenderloin commit crimes. Okay, they just look away. They don't want to deal with any of this. Okay, so I'll not go into other paragraphs now, but just a few more paragraphs. It is unfortunate that UC Hastings chose to go to court rather than allow the community process to proceed and produce a final plan which will be issued this week. So now they are trying to defend themselves. San Francisco City is trying to defend itself by saying all these things. Now look at this. Her job duties include campus safety, Ballard said, and I don't know how to resume those duties with the Tenderloin in the state it is in. Tenderloin is just like the homeless shelter that, not a homeless shelter as such, but like the homeless neighborhood that is in San Francisco, okay? And now they are saying that, they don't know how to do all these duties with the Tenderloin in the state it is in, because Tenderloin is literally in the state which you can see in the picture over here, where literally there are homeless people lining up on the footpath. Okay, this is what America has become. Okay, this is definitely not something that is a one time incident. Okay, this is something that has been happening in America for long time. Okay, as I've said, in the past 30 years, the wages of people are just stagnant. Okay, nobody knows what the hell is going on in the US anymore. It is just such a chaotic situation. Like right now there are almost more than 4 million people in America that are diagnosed with COVID-19, and number of deaths is just rising and rising, because nobody cares what happens. Okay, Trump is just going to blame somebody else in this entire madness, and life is just going to go on as if nothing happened. Okay, that's just what America has become. Okay, if you really want to understand why I've been saying to people that do not come to America, do not come to study in these foreign countries, do not come to work in these foreign countries. Okay, this is why I was telling all these things. If you want to listen to me, you can listen to me. If you don't want to listen to me, that's fine as well. You can go to other channels and look at all the goody things, but all I can do is that I can just keep on making these videos to educate you about what exactly has been happening in all these countries for the last 10 to 15 years. Okay, I'm outside of India for the past 10 years. I've lived in the US for the past for 8 years now. I'm in Canada now for the past 2 years. Okay, I've been through the length and breadth of America. I've traveled 48 states in America. Okay, except Alaska and Hawaii. Okay, I've traveled the entire length and breadth of the country, and I've traveled by Amtrak, like the train. Okay, I have not taken planes for this, so I know the ground reality in America. I know why people elected Trump. I know why all of these things are happening in America, and that's why I got out of America before things just got much worse. And right now, you can see from your TV screens all over the world what is happening to America right now. People are dying. Nobody is going to care about it. Trump is going to get re-elected, but maybe he will just abolish the two-term limit. He will just be the president for lifetime. Nobody knows. America is just an empire in decline right now. China will take over the position of America in just a few years, and that's exactly the reason why I chose to leave America, because I saw the writing on the wall. I saw that this country is just plain BS that is being portrayed around around the media and around the public, and that's the reason that I left America. And I urge everybody to please understand what exactly America has become and then make a wise decision. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye bye.